Shabbat Shalom, everyone. A melody to help us arrive and settle. Opening up our hearts to just receive that gift of Shabbat. Yai-dai, yada-dai, yai-dai, yada-dai, yai-dai, yai-dai, lai-lai. Yai-dai, yada-dai, yai-dai, yada-dai, yai-dai, lai-lai, 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 yai-dai, lai-lai, lai. Yai-dai, yada-dai, yai-dai, la-la-lai, yai-dai, lai-lai, lai-lai. Yai-dai, yada-dai, yai-dai, la-la-lai, yai-dai, lai-lai, lai-lai. Yai-dai, lai-lai, lai-lai.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm Michelle Gustafson. I'm stepping in for Rabbi Prosnit tonight. Cantor Jacob and I are so pleased you're here with us online on this snowy night. Thank you all for checking in and agreeing to stay home as we all stay safe and protected in our safe spaces. For all of us, there is information the link on the page on YouTube for the supplement that we have tonight, if you would like to peruse that as well. I have to say, I feel like I've become something of a disciple of Cantor Jacobs because I've been involved with his prayerfulness workshop in the past, and now with his extremely thoughtful course on Jewish meditation. And I hope I can share some of the things that I've been learning with you all tonight, and that maybe we can create our experience with Shabbat together. Today is Valentine's Day, it's Love Day, and just like every day, today is an opportunity to celebrate romantic love and familial love and self-love and love for your cat and love for your work, love of life, and with Shabbat, love of rest. And with that, I invite us all, if you have a Siddur in your possession, to turn to page 128, where we will begin with our Kabbalat Shabbat.
So the gift of Shabbat is also seen as a metaphor for love between God and Israel. It's not surprising then that love poetry is traditionally recited during Kabbalat Shabbat, reminding us of that union. On page 128, we find the text of Yedid Nefesh. Listen to the melody that accompanies this text. Beloved of the soul, source of compassion, the one who serves you, draw the one who serves you into your arms. And hear how the music itself seems to offer a translation of its own. Yedid Nefesh, Av HaRachaman, Av HaRachaman. Mishol Chavdecha, El Ritzonecha, El Ritzonecha. Yedid Nefesh, Av HaRachaman, Av HaRachaman. Mishoch Avdecha, El Retzonecha, El Retzonecha. Yarutz Avdecha, Kemo Ayal, Ishtachaveh, El Mul Hadarecha. Yedid Nefesh, Av HaRachaman, Av HaRachaman. Mishoch Avdecha, El Ritzonecha, El Ritzonecha.
The effort and focus necessary to receive Shabbat is a loving gesture, one we give ourselves and others. At this time, I'd like to invite you to turn to page 120 as we prepare to light the Shabbat candles.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
To enter Shabbat is to enter a place of love. Just like the love of a bride and groom when they meet under the chuppah, as we prepare for L'chadodi, we will turn to page 138 and recite stanzas 1, 2, and 5 together. And then if you wish, and as you're able, we invite you to rise, if you wish, on stanza 9, where we face the door of our home, of our room, and welcome the Shabbat bride.
Yadadadadai l'chadodi, Yadadadadai l'kat kala, Yadadadadai v'nei Shabbat, v'nei Shabbat l'kavela, Yadadadadai l'chadodi, Yadadadadai l'kat kala, Yadadadadai v'nei Shabbat, v'nei Shabbat l'kavela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, ishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, echad, l'shem ultiferet v'litilai, yadadadadai l'chadodi, yadadadadai l'kat kala, yadadadadai v'nei Shabbat, v'nei Shabbat l'kavela. Likrat Shabbat, משוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לי 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 ידה לה 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 לך דודי, ידה לה 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 לקראת כלה, ידה לה 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקב אלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי בא אורך ומאורי, אורי אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי, ידה לה 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 לקראת כלה, ידה לה 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקב אלה. בואי ושלום, הטרף בלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, יאי לי לי, ידה לה 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 לך דודי, ידה לה 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 לקראת כלה, ידה לה 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקב אלה, ידה לה 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 לך דודי, ידה לה 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 לקראת כלה, ידה לה 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקב אלה.
Apologies, sorry. Entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time. Even at unlikely times and through unlikely places, there is no place on earth like the presence. Kabbalat Shabbat is a time of intention and opportunity. It's a chance to ask yourself, what will you do with your day of rest? Think about that for 10 seconds. Please turn to page 146 for the Baruch Hu, and if you wish, and as you are able, please rise.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Please turn to page 149. This is an hour of change. Within it, we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it, we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or shall we cross over? Page 150.
I'm actually going to turn our attention to the supplement because we have an expression of this prayer on I believe page 3 of the supplement that draws out, I think, the meaning of this text even further. We are loved by an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are embraced by arms that find us, even when we are hidden from ourselves. We are touched by fingers that soothe us, even when we are too proud for soothing. We are counseled by voices that guide us, even when we are too embittered to hear. We are loved. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are supported by hands that uplift us, even in the midst of a fall. We are urged on by eyes that meet us, even when we are too weak for meeting. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. Embraced, touched, soothed, and counseled. Ours are the arms, the fingers, the voices. Ours are the hands, the eyes, the smiles. We are loved by an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Israel.
Please turn to page 152 for the Shema, and rise if you wish and are able.
Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto Leolam, Leolam Va'ed.
Please turn the page for the V'ahavta on page 154, or are we
That's
in
right.
the supplement? Yes, page 4, I
154.
believe.
Actually, it's still in this. No, actually, you had it right the first time. It's still in the
Okay.
prayer book. 154, continuing with Ve'ahavta, and you shall love. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם. אמת.
Page 157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there's a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, and that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. Please turn the page for Micha Mocha.
וקיים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלי ענו ויאמרו, אדוני ימות לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
I'll direct you at this time back to the supplement on page 5, where Cantor has a really appropriate rendering of Hashkivenu.
Indeed, those words that are also there, they show up somewhere in our prayer book, but it's a little bit easier, I think, to follow along in the supplement as we have the words here. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up willing to do your will. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu l'shalom. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu l'shalom. V'ha'amidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu l'shalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Baruch atah Adonai, הפורי סוכת שלום עלינו, ועל כל עמו ישראל, ועל ירושלים.
Please turn to page 162 for Vishamru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. לדורותם ברית עולם. לדורותם ברית עולם.
We're about to enter into the time of tefillah, and as we prepare for tefillah, I'd like to take the opportunity to practice one of the most important aspects of mindfulness and meditation, which I mentioned earlier. I am becoming a student of Cantor Niemi's in this respect, which is a focus on our breath. I would love for all of us to take a moment, get comfortable in our spaces, close your eyes if you wish, and we are going to breathe together. We're going to breathe through our nose, out through the mouth, and we're going to feel our breath. Just like I asked you a few moments ago to take about 10 seconds to think about how you wanted to approach your prayerfulness tonight, I'd like you to take that same time to focus on the fact that you are alive and here today, and you can feel the air come in through your mouth, through your nose, and through your body, sustaining you as you prepare for this prayerful experience. So here we go together, and 1, through our noses, 2, 3, out. Do it again. In and out. And one more time. In and out. Create an awareness of your space, how your body feels, that you can feel your body, and your breathing is something to be grateful for. May it set a fulfilling tone for you as we move into this space of tefillah. Please turn to page 164, and if you wish, or if you're able, you may rise. There'll be a time, an opportunity for some silent davening, after which you may be seated if you have risen, and then we will return together in the supplement, I believe on page 6, where the cantor will bring us together. And we will begin on page 164.
Adonai sifatai tiftachu ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasarim Tovim Ve'Konei HaKol V'Zocher Chastei Avot ve'Imahot U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem Leman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Baal Gevurot Umido Melach Melech Memit Umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman ata lehachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh hakol Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Love, blessed love, holy love, sacred love, abundant love, source of love, let your love shine down on me. From below, from above, love I hope I'm worthy of, oh source of love, let your love shine down on me. Before the morning light, I already feel it shining. Before I open up my eyes, I already see it shining. When my road is rough, I can feel your love, and that's enough for me. Blessed love, holy love, sacred love, abundant love, source of love, let your love shine down on me. As above, so below, love from whom all blessings flow, O source of love, let your love shine down on me. On me and the ones I love, shine from below and from above. Protect my family and be a light in me. Shine on me and the ones I love, shine from below and from above. Protect my family and shine through me. Be a light in me. Be a light in me. Love, love. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav. Uyaseh shalom aleinu. יושבי תבל ועל כל ישראל. Amen.
At this time, I would invite you all to review your breath. Remember a short while ago, we took 3 deep breaths in and out through our mouths. And just like I invited you at the beginning of our service, it helped once again to create an intention of what you were going to be doing in this moment. And so I would invite us all to take 1 breath again together. Here we go. And in. Attention to your breath and physical being is the part of the mindfulness that we're going for tonight. May the attention you're giving to the prayers that we have just spoken allow you the space to engage with your heart and your spirit.
As we've just connected to the deepest prayers of our hearts, to the breath that reminds us how we're renewed from moment to moment, and concluding that with an offering of that prayer for peace and wholeness for ourselves and for all who dwell on earth, we specify our circle of caring for a moment, of whom we're specifically offering prayers of peace and wholeness for in this moment, especially those who are in particular need of it, people who we know of, whom we love, whom we care for, who could use some prayers for healing and wholeness. We at Temple Bethel have a list of people who have been brought to the attention of clergy, and they know that we're thinking about them and praying on their behalf. But if you have someone that you're thinking of in this moment, I would invite you to speak their name out loud or say it in your heart, or if you want, you can even share their name in the comments on YouTube if that's how you're connecting with us in this moment. And on page 371, in the middle of the page, we'll offer them a prayer of healing and wholeness, and we'll sing our strength out to them. Mi sheverach avotenu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach kimotenu mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
I'm going to take just a few minutes to share with you some observations that I had about this week's Torah portion. In this week's Parsha, which is called Yitro, otherwise known as Jethro, God hands to Moses the 10 Commandments, which is big, I'll grant you, but there are other events in the Parsha that speak to a challenge that I would like to address. Poor Moses, you have to feel for him. God tells him to go free the Hebrews from Egypt, which has got to be one of the scariest job descriptions of all time. Moses does it, becomes the leader of a newly freed people who subsequently add even more to his description, and I will explain. Moses finds himself at the head of a never-ending line of Israelites who ask for advice, they ask for help, they ask for the settlement of disputes. Moses ends up spending all of his time listening to the people one by one. It's a lot. His father-in-law, Jethro, sees this and does something truly noteworthy. He recommends that Moses create a panel of judges to take on this responsibility, freeing Moses to engage in affairs relating to the priests. In other words, Jethro gets Moses to delegate. It must have been really tough for Moses to accept help. After all, he had been solving loads of problems. He helped dispose of Pharaoh and all the things, and now he's getting overwhelmed by trying to settle disputes. The Israelites are letting him do all the work, and he's not letting anyone share his burdens. And we all do this, by the way, whether you're the president of a Fortune 500 company or you somehow became the only family member who knows how to run the vacuum. When you do your job well and you have a standard you doubt that other people can meet, it can be oddly difficult to let responsibilities go. But if you don't let it go, others definitely will not rise to the occasion. That Moses gave up some of his responsibilities was a leap of faith. He also gave others the chance to grow into their new roles and discover that they had capabilities to do truly important work. But let's consider the equation from a different perspective, that of Jethro. Offering help can also be tougher than it seems. When you know that a strong person in your midst actually needs help, you might worry about how to convey this truth to them. What do we say to the friend who is facing a serious illness or bereavement or anything else that overwhelms their ability to cope? You can say, "Call me if you need any help," or you can let action speak for itself. You can simply give help. This, I have observed, is the approach of members of our temple sisterhood when they enter a house where a family member has just passed. They simply step forward and help. This is Maimonides' fifth level of giving, to provide support before it's requested. This is the kind of action-oriented help that Jethro gave to Moses. On a personal note, I feel compelled to acknowledge that I had a moderate to severe writer's block trying to create this devar, and my loving husband, Dan, worked closely with me. When we finished late the other night, I thanked him for helping me, and Dan thanked me for letting him help. That, I think, is the point of this devar. On this day, let us all remain aware of the ways that we can accept support or provide support and consequently be better for ourselves and each other. Shabbat Shalom. At this time, I'd like to invite you to return to your Siddur if you have one and turn to page 586 for the Elena, and if you wish, please rise as you are able.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו בגופי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. Middle of page 590, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, אחד. Zecher Tzadik Livracha, we pray as among all of our other prayers that we offer that the memories of the righteous who are no longer with us are for a blessing. We know that people come to communal prayer, even if it is in this distanced kind of way, for all kinds of reasons, and that there are many of those who are joining us who are holding the memory of a loved one in their heart, whether that's somebody who's passed away recently, somebody whose anniversary of passing we are observing, or just somebody whose memory is present. In our congregation, we have a number of people connected to our community who have passed away in recent days. Those who have passed away within the last 30 days, in whom we are for whom we are in the period of Shloshim. With love, we remember Dorothy Schmidt, Jean Ruth Sumi, Michael Rose, our member Clarice Wartzel, Jerry Scher, and Mona Passion. To their names we connect the names of all of those whom we've known and loved, and again especially those whose yahrzeit and whose anniversaries of passing we observe on this Shabbat. These are the yahrzeit that we are observing at Temple Beth El: Nathan Avens, Robert A. Berman, Daniel Boricon, Charlotte Powers Kopp, Irene Dull, Edith Edelman, Mamie Epstein, Dina Feingold, Selma Fine, Marvin Goldrosen, Ruth Goldsmith, Albert J. Goldstein, David H. Gulper, Alfred John Herlitzka, Paul Hoffert, Bernard Howards, Robert Jacobs, Rose G. Juranek, Irma Callan, Rochelle Katz, Martin Kozlov, Terry Kozlov, Joseph Kramer, Robert Cutler, Robert Lerner, Eugene Martin Levine, Philip Levy, Gerald Libman, Lois Lipkin, Jesse Malofsky, Susan Malofsky, Saul Martin, Helen Marks, Carl Rafferty, Bess Resnick, Morris Robinson, Louis H. Rotter, Elaine Sacken, Raymond Schiff, Ruben Schwartzstein, Florence Serlin, Alan Shaffrin, Edith G. Siniko, Samuel Siniko, Joseph Sweet, Harold Tarkow, Don Verger, David K. Wiseman, Karen Weintraub, and Anna Woldenberg. If there are others whom you are remembering in this moment, you're welcome to speak their name out loud or in your heart, or share their name in the comments on YouTube so we can add them to our circle of memory. And on page 598, we'll join together with the words of Mourner's Kaddish inviting us all to rise in body or in spirit as we do so. Page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemech rabba, be'alma di v'rach hirutech v'yamlich malchutech, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kari ve'imru amen. Yehi shemech rabba mevarach le'alam ul'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar v'yit ale v'yit halal shemech dekudsha barich hu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma ve'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. Zichronam livracha. May their memories be for a blessing. And we say amen.
In a moment, we'll finish our service. And I would very much like to thank Cantor Naomi for the beautiful sounds that he's brought to worship tonight, and for his extraordinary thoughtfulness and expertise. Also, thank you so much to our incredible facilities staff who has kept us online and going tonight, which I don't think would have been able to happen if it weren't for them. So thank you all. And to you in our online community, thank you for our time together. In the insert, you'll see we have some activities that we're looking forward to in the near future. Next week, we have the Tu B'Shvat party for families with young children. And then in a couple of weeks, we have Sisterhood Shabbat dinner. And these are all wonderful bits of information about activities that you can access on the Temple Bethel website as well.
And just a reminder for folks, as you might have noticed with us leading worship as we are this evening, we're not having any in-person programming at the synagogue, not just this evening, but also for the duration of Shabbat, so including tomorrow. If you were attending any programs like Torah study or anything else, they're going to be online only, and you should have received some kind of notification about how to access online. So hopefully you'll be able to connect in ways that are engaging and restful and peaceful and Shabbistic and safe.
So I believe we are having our closing song and then Kiddush. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. So we are back in the supplement on page 6. We sing this song actually all the time, and I'm really actually mindful of Michelle's drash about this kind of this active component of love, right? That it's the ways in which we are there for and support one another, and there's a mutuality to it as well. And that is so wrapped up in this Hebrew word chesed that is often translated as loving kindness, but is really this love that is rooted in relationship that cannot help itself. And so on page 6 we find these words olam chesed yivaneh, which through the power of the layers of meaning in Hebrew words can be read a bunch of different ways. It could be read that love will be built forever, and it could also be read that eternity or the universe will be built upon love as a foundation. So we'll sing together olam chesed Yivaneh, letting that love that we hope to cultivate within us in all different kinds of ways carry us into the rest of Shabbat, into the days and weeks ahead. Everything that we do, let it be built upon chesed, let it be built upon love. Olam chesed Yivaneh, yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. Chesed Yivaneh, yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. I will build this world from love. And you must build this world from love. And if we build this world from love, then God will build this world from love. Olam chesed yivaneh. Olam chesed yivaneh. Olam chesed yivaneh. Olam chesed yivaneh.
Please turn to page 123 in your Siddur if you have one, and if you have a glass of juice or wine or whatever makes you happy, please bring it with you, and let's begin our prayer for our bracha.
And to carry joy into our Shabbat as well, as Kiddush symbolizes, we'll offer Kiddush and Motzi for also whatever meal or food you may be continuing with after Shabbat worship has concluded. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lemaasei v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikraei kodesh zeicher litziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol amim v'shabbat kodeshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. L'chaim, friends. And yes, as we said, I don't have a challah with me on hand, but hopefully, if you haven't already eaten, or maybe if you're going to have a meal later, we can offer a motzi and a Shabbat Shalom to one another, and let that carry us into the rest of our evening. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, friends.